like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be taken short. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Dalton. That's complete, Bernard. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Dalton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 52.
Running right, this is Ingram. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 20. Yard line.
Let's go.
They're on 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now here's Ross. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run with Mixon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. And Dalton to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Out to Roberts here on the quick pass. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Throwing quickly. That's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4. Watch the boot, watch the boot. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Put it to Jack, mama. You put it to Jack.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Geno Atkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 44. Dalton going deep. It's caught inside the 25. 33 yards that time. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do? Put a man on him. The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing. Change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play call.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Andy Dalton. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Jackson. Roberts got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Jackson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. A quick throw here out to Brown. And some room to roam now. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 66 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dalton now to pass. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 81 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Ingram again, a first down carry. Pushing tacklers aside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Yeah. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On first down, Ingram. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got Snead. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
We're going to work. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense. That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Joe Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs because we often think you have to be spectacular. Is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
This will be taken short. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. Okay. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Godwin would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. On third down, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Jackson now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. 20! Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Jackson now. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now to the air, Dalton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Snead's got it. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance, not with him.